Overclockers, and welcome to another episode of the OCUK podcast. My name is Briony, and I'm here with the lovely Chelsea.
Hiya!
And we are doing our Halloween spooky special. As you can tell, we have dressed up for the occasion. What are you, Chelsea?
I'm like a devil, Baphomet, sort of old school horned vibe.
Spooky demon.
Yeah, like a demon, basically.
I
Yeah,
like it. I love the horns.
Thanks.
Super cool. I've got teeth stuck, so if I'm a little bit lispy, it's just I'm just a lispy vampire basically.
One of those cute kind, not the ones that are scary.
Yeah, like a cute lispy vampire. So the stories for today's episode, we've got some scary stories from our very own tech department. Ooh. So kind of like scary customer returns and PC horror stories, basically, that are actually from here at Overclockers UK, which I think is quite cool. We've got some cursed PC builds to react to, which have come from Reddit. And then we're also going to be talking a little bit about like spooky games and what we like playing and horror games and kind of ideas of different titles you can play that might freak you out during the Halloween season. So I think we should like kick things off with our very own tech horror stories.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, being like a PC retailer, we obviously get a lot of tech. Like we sell a lot of tech, but sometimes things go wrong and we get RMAs as well as like return things or customer systems we get returns for, and the guys in the tech department see a lot of scary things. So essentially I kind of put out a group-wide message and I asked them to send me some of like their horror stories, and we've got some really good ones. We've got
I'm
some
very
really,
excited
really
to
good
dive
ones.
into these.
So first up, basically, it's a little bit of story, so I'll read it out. I once had a PC in for repair that was owned by a very prolific smoker. The inside of the PC was yellow, and this was actually a black case, so that was quite impressive. And it had a very unique smell. I may have third-hand cancer from repairing that system. And then we've had other stories as well. For example, we once had a PC back from a smoker. When I opened the box, it actually made me throw up. I'm not sure I believe the throwing up. I don't know if that's just being
maybe
over-dramatic.
gagged, but surely if they did straight up throw up, then that's insane.
Really, really that strong. And then we had also a vape PC as well, which you guys might have seen on like our social media channels, where the whole thing was sticky.
See, they both come with different issues, don't they? People think, oh, I'm vaping, it's so much better for me. It's like, no, your lungs are just filled with some sort of candy sticky substance versus the tar that the cigarettes have. Do you know what I mean?
It's like basically liquid, and PCs don't mix well. No. And I think that one was returned to us because it was broken. A lot of them might be like repairs for different things and they just happen to be dirty. But in general, from speaking to the tech guys, we get like a lot of dirty, gross PCs back, like animal hair, skin, dust, and like cigarette smell, basically.
Yeah, the smoke seems to be one of the worst ones for it. Like, you just don't realise, but obviously, if anything, it's a bit of like a reflection as to like, oh, maybe I shouldn't smoke if that's how my PC looks. What's my body like?
And it's basically like if you vape, like keep it away from your PC because it can actually damage it from what we've seen, or if not damage it, it makes the fans all gunky.
Yeah, it slows everything down because it's such a sticky substance, isn't it? That just kind of residues in there.
Yeah.
And obviously because it's sticky, it's just dust will stick to it so much quicker. It's just going to be an absolute mess. So.
Yeah, you just end up with this like film of like sticky substance. Because I remember going and seeing it because everyone's like, you kind of a bit morbid curiosity, aren't you? Of like, oh, let's go see the gross PC. But we've had a few back, like maybe not as bad as that, but when they go to repair them, you can definitely tell they've got like a filmy substance to them. And I think a lot of people as well, like because they like to make the big vape clouds, and it looks cool with the RGB lighting, so they're purposely blowing like vape smoke inside their PC, which is obviously really, really bad. We've had laptops as well, laptops that have been ruined by like vaping or smoking. There was one that apparently was like within the 14-day return window, and somehow within the 14 days it's just ruined by cigarette smoke. So yeah, this is more of like a cautionary tale, but essentially it's like, clean your PCs, people.
Yeah, protect them from your smoke.
When's the last time you cleaned your PC, Chelsea?
Don't do me dirty like that. I think I had a brief clean around. I think it's got to be a couple of months ago now. I think when we was doing the water cool cleaning PC
kind of motivated you to...
Yeah, but I did get to the situation where I was like, oh, I need to take the fan off to like properly get in there in the grills and stuff. I haven't done that still, so that one's definitely due to be done. Yeah. Especially with my new GPU. It needs all the extra fan power it can get.
Actually, to be honest, mine's been a couple of months, but I don't use it that much. I know that's really bad to say, but I don't game as much as I used to. I mainly use it for like work, and then I'm in the office a lot now. So my PC at home, it gets turned on like once a week. It's really sad.
Getting cobwebs versus...
Yeah, it is. It's getting cobwebs. It's getting cobwebs.
In the season.
Yeah. There's like a spiders are going to be inside my case. And speaking of insects inside PCs.
Oh, no. We've not had insects in a PC.
We had a cockroach PC.
No. I remember hearing about this one.
Yeah. So the guys in tech, it was essentially like a customer return. I think it was maybe broken. And I think we even posted this one on social media because it was that crazy. But it was full of like dead and alive cockroaches. And it meant that the entire building had to be shut down and like quarantined. And we had to call pest control in. Because once you get cockroaches in a building...
It's infestation.
It's, disaster. So it's like as soon as they realised what had happened... pest control, building shut down, everything like cleaned out.
That's wild.
We don't think anything escaped, but you wouldn't really know.
No.
So you have to do it like just in case.
How does someone even get cockroaches living in their PC?
We're a UK company.
Like it's tech.
Yeah.
Bugs don't want to live in tech. They want to live in like gross things.
We don't know how it happened. And like,
was there like food and stuff in there as well?
Well, it's a PC, so I don't know how...
Yeah.
My only thought is that maybe, people have got like reptiles and they feed the reptiles cockroaches.
Perhaps.
And somehow that they ended up in the PC.
Because it's warm, maybe?
Yeah, but they're kind of like smooshed inside the PC.
Yeah, I remember seeing one squashed on the glass or something.
It's not good.
No.
It's not good.
It's just so gross.
That to me is like the top horror story that we've had.
Yeah,
with
for
returns.
sure.
Like that's a real highlight that stands out because it wasn't really that long ago.
It's like skin crawling. It's just gross.
It makes you feel like, huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was like a really good one. Another really gross one as well, keeping with the gross stuff. So obviously a lot of stuff gets shipped like from China. So we get deliveries all the time, big shipping containers. They're shipped all around the world. They come into contact with loads of different like environments and warehouses and random places, I would suppose. And they were building a system in tech. And every time obviously we get a customer order through and they pick the parts from the warehouse and they pick out the PC case, they opened up the PC case box. Awful smell.
Oh,
everyone's like bad. Gagging. It's that bad. Like retching, like really, really hating what something was inside it. So they take the PC case out. They take the side panel off. Dead lizard. Dead rotting lizard.
A whole dead lizard.
Yeah.
I hope that wasn't someone's pet.
No. We think it would have happened maybe in the factory or somewhere where it was packaged up.
Yeah, hopefully.
Like, or it had crawled into the box somehow during the shipping process.
Yeah.
It's not like a UK lizard. It's like a gecko or something from like. But yeah, that was for the tech department. Yeah, that smell must have been bad. That must have been bad. But yeah, that's happened. To us here. Definitely really, really gross. Oh, this actually, I forgot about this one. We've got another gross one. So we had a PC returned because the power supply was broken. It's basically like blown.
Yeah.
When they sort of like took the PC apart and started to investigate it, a crispy slug. A crispy slug. I've got no pictures or anything of this to confirm it, but they think like a slug was in the PC basically. They found like a crispy slug.
I find the concept of a crispy slug even worse than a normal slug.
It's like dehydrated slug.
Yeah.
That's quite a good one. We find
I feel like that would smell as well.
Yeah, like a
Surely.
stinky dead slug.
Oh God. I like slugs outside in their environment. I think they're quite cool there. But the second that I see them in the house, like too much.
Okay, I've got some like cursed tools, I suppose, or cursed PC building mishaps.
Okay, yeah.
So this one,
look at those.
Yeah, we've got one. So this is quite a long time ago, but apparently someone was installing a CPU and didn't realize that you had to unlock the socket. So you got like the little arm.
Oh yeah, lift up the arm.
Basically lift up like. So they used a chisel.
A chisel?
Yep. Apparently they used a chisel to like lift the socket, I guess, so they could put the CPU in. They didn't use the like actual latch or the clasp. They just took to it with the chisel. We've got another one of someone using a hacksaw. So before PCIe existed in graphics cards, you had AGP. So people were buying the new graphics card generation and it had like a PCIe connector and it wouldn't fit into their AGP motherboards. Someone took a hacksaw to one and just cut it so it would fit and then it didn't work anymore.
That's so chaotic.
Yeah, really, really cursed, that one. Someone wanted to delid their CPU. They did it with a vice and they just straight up took off the IHS and all the silicon off in one go. And then they tried to return it to us. And RMA it because it didn't work anymore.
It's not working. Yeah, I wonder why.
They literally just chopped the entire thing in half.
I just can't get over the fact that he tried to return it as well.
Yeah.
Like, what do you expect?
Yeah. Oh, dear.
That's absolutely insane.
Oh, we've had... This is like another good one. We've had some cursed like PC returns, like the packaging. We tried to tell people to like keep their PC in their box and return it in the box. So it's the safest way to ship it back. Apparently we had one come back wrapped in a heavily used duvet. Ooh. Yeah, I could only imagine how that smelled. And also the state of the PC. Apparently looked like a crime scene.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Who would ever go through the thought process, oh, I haven't got any packaging, I haven't got any box. You know what? I'd wrap it in a blanket. That'll do the job.
Yeah, a
like,
duvet.
Come on.
A used duvet. Not even a clean duvet.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're going to just a towel even, you know, just an old towel. I don't know. Yeah. But gosh. You can just imagine how yellow and brown it is when they're saying about how heavily used it is.
Mysterious stains on there. Yeah, not good. Not good.
Not the one.
I've heard of like we've had bin bags as well. And we had someone use like books and then they wanted the books back as like packaging.
Oh, right. I was going to say, that's...
You need to fill out the void. Yeah, like in the box.
Meant like somehow was like sellotaping them around the edges at first.
Clothing and like hoodies and stuff we've had before.
Oh, dear.
Keep your original cardboard box.
At least just the PC one, you know. You don't need all the ins and outs, but just at least the one that's going to actually like... Because think about when you move house as well. Like, it's just so handy to have that nice, secure box that you know it's going to travel well in.
Yeah, it's like
it's a precious item.
Yeah.
Like, you don't just want to send that in any old thing.
We've got another one where this is one that I've seen come up on Reddit, and this is what kind of like gave me the idea to do this section, was that people putting thermal paste in the socket instead of on the CPU. So when you go to install it, they think the thermal paste glues the pins to the socket basically, and they install it inside instead of on top. Someone did that with liquid metal, and there's actually an entire thread on our forums of him like realizing what he'd done.
Oh no.
Yeah, and people kind of like joking about it basically because it's like, oh, I use this liquid metal, it's really bad, it doesn't work, it broke my PC. And then eventually comes out that he put it in the socket.
Oh my god.
And liquid metal is very, very conductive, which makes it great for cooling, but that also means it's extremely damaging, like if you get it.
Is liquid metal a brand of thermal paste?
It's just like a type of thermal paste.
Right,
it's literally like metal.
Yeah.
And I think it comes out liquid and then it sets. But it's very, very conductive.
Yeah.
Like to electricity as well as heat, which means that if you get it anywhere that's not exactly where you want it, you can short out components, short out your socket. I think like sometimes it's salvageable if you put thermal paste in the socket because it's often not conductive.
Yeah.
It's like they'll use compounds that are great for heat but not electricity. Liquid metal, it basically fried his PC, which is a proper horror story. And we've got another one which is kind of like a couple of like our own horror stories from tech. These are old, so it's people that like don't work here anymore. It's probably like from the early days of Overclockers, but these are kind of like my final two, which I think are quite good ones. So I interviewed someone for tech once who had extensive PC knowledge. Yeah, we all know someone that's like bigged up their skills and They plugged the floppy drive power connector of an 850 watt PSU into a PWM fan header on the motherboard and nearly set the rack on fire. I can't imagine.
That'd be so embarrassing. Like, it's okay to like fluff your skills a little bit on your CV and be like, you know what? Yeah. But to completely
Nearly
just
burn
fabricate,
down.
it would just be humiliating. Yeah. Like, you're not going to get the job and you've just embarrassed yourself to the highest degree.
I have had a similar experience.
What, you set something on fire, or you had a applicant that always set things on fire?
It wasn't a fire, but there was like a bang. And it was we had like a fan controller on a case where we were doing a build, and it had like all these connectors along the bottom. And it was like, it's completely proprietary. Like it's not a industry standard connector. It's something that only came with this fan controller. And I think it was like a little 3-pin or something. And I was doing it blind. So I'd unplugged it from the bottom of the fan controller, trying to figure out and make something work. And then I went to plug it back into what I thought was the same connector that I just unplugged it from. Obviously, it was one of the other ones that was along the bottom. And because it wasn't a standard connector, it didn't stop me from plugging it in. It just went straight back in, turned the PC on, bang, smoke. I'd obviously
literal smoke as well.
Yeah, so the fan controller was like fried. I'd obviously unplugged it from somewhere where there was like no power, maybe. It was just data, and plugged it into something that was power, and power wasn't meant to go through. The cable melted.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was not great. That's probably like my worst story, but not quite as bad as the floppy disk.
No, not quite. No
fire.
That'd be so scary though.
And we had another one. So we once did a custom build for someone with a classified SR2, which is basically a really high-end motherboard. You had like server motherboards where you can install 2 chips into them, tons of memory, really expensive, huge, like super, super high tech. We used a pair of expensive Xenon CPUs, and the customer insisted they would be fine on a 360mm radiator. The system was leak testing overnight at Overclockers UK, and naturally the tubing exploded 5 minutes after I left.
Oh my gosh.
So I can only imagine how much that cost to fix.
That's actually mad.
Yeah, that's something from like the early days. I don't know. I guess an SR2 is probably, and those older Xenon processors is definitely from a while ago, but that I can imagine was really expensive to fix. And the fact that it was left overnight, not immediately fixed, the liquid just probably drained everywhere, covered motherboard, both CPUs, everything was probably completely unsalvageable.
It's the sort of thing, if you catch it as it's happening or shortly after it's happening, you might be able to salvage something. But yeah, for it to just go all night, soak in it, have a little bath in the liquid, don't think that's going to do any
Completely
good.
Fried. Probably cost us a lot of money at the time. And also, I imagine the customer's kind of upset because it got delayed. But stuff like that, it does happen, unfortunately. It does happen.
It's part of it, isn't it?
Yeah. Do let me know in the comments, guys, which one of those you think is like the most cursed. I love getting those. Our tech department's got some great stories. There's some of them are so good I can't even share them. So I think, should we move on to reacting to some cursed builds?
Oh, I'd like to see some cursed builds. Yeah.
So I found r/cursedpcbuilds, an entire subreddit that is dedicated to just cursed PC things, and it's full of some absolutely amazing systems. So I've kind of like, me and Chelsea have both got the links on our phone, so we can kind of like take a look at these together and like react to them, and you guys will obviously see them on screen as well. So the first one was on r/cursedpcbuilds, and it comes from Mo the Soul Seller, and he says, I believe that my PC Chelsea's seen it. I believe that my PC belongs here.
Oh gosh.
And I don't even know what to say about that. I guess it fits.
It looks like he's taken a chainsaw to it, literally.
Yeah.
Like, that is so gnarled up. Like, I'm assuming that's his GPU in there?
Yeah, so that's the GPU.
Oh, gosh.
And I think, obviously it was too big for the case.
I mean, even his power, even his PSU is on the outside of the case as well.
Yeah,
like,
it's like a really janky PSU that's like on the outside of the case.
Oh, gosh.
And yeah, I've seen people do stuff like this, but quite neatly. So, for example, when the GPU is like too big, they cut out the hard drive trays, and it's not great, but it kind of looks neat if you do
At least it's,
Yeah, you can do it in a neat way. But this is like, he's just taken like a tin opener and
honestly,
just like crunch through the side panel of the case.
It's just so like wonky and gnarled up. Like it looks dangerous.
It does. It looks like
you go to move your PC at all. You're just gonna cut open your hand.
You do look like you would like cut your hand open on
wild.
that. Yeah. Oh, that is crazy. No, I love that one. I feel like
That's
it just
crazy.
Yeah, it's very, very cursed. One of the top comments is the HP case is clearly too small, and someone goes, "This goes hard." It does, in fact, go very hard.
Honestly.
So our next one,
let's have a look at
this one is actually from r/PC Master Race, and it's from You Lazy Lollipop. And my CPU/GPU got infested by ants when I was gone for a month. I played games and I ran benchmarks so they would come out because of the heat. I also left my PC running overnight, but they're still inside. Help.
I've never seen anything so traumatic.
Yeah, I love there's a video that goes with this one because it really emphasizes the like WTF.
It's just making me cringe out my skin so much.
And they're not in just one area either. They're all over the GPU, they're all over the CPU, they are covering the cables. They're really tiny little ants as well.
Proper tiny. Like I thought they're spiders at first. Like I would have been terrified if I saw that, because I would think spider infestation. But I also hate ants, so that is just so disgusting. But like they're literally setting up camp everywhere, like going in and out of every component. I cannot get enough. Ugh.
And I think like, oh, this is like AI, but it was posted 4 years ago, so it's definitely real.
Yeah, no, this one's definitely real.
That's real. That is a real video.
The quality is quite low. All the AI stuff's always like quite just stuff, isn't it? And airbrushed.
And he then cuts to a shot of him like doing a benchmark, like benchmarking the PC.
Honestly. I mean, I wouldn't have thought of that. And that is quite a smart, I guess, some sort of smart. But as we've realised, they're probably in there for the heat.
They're like nesting in there. The top comment actually is, you have crazy ants. They are highly adaptable, very hard to kill. They're becoming an increasing problem in America. They are called crazy ants because of their hive movement and the fact they love electronics.
That's a first. A bug that loves technology and electronics. That is just mental.
Yeah.
Usually they want food and they want, sweet sugary things.
Yeah,
and they want to go
like
to
vaping or something, or like there was crumbs in the system or
that
something
would make
that
sense.
like attracting them.
Honestly, that is so gross.
Yeah, someone just says you need professional help.
Literally. Probably needs like therapy too.
Yeah,
he needs therapy too.
Therapy
that would
to get over
traumatize
that.
me so much.
That's
making
bad.
me get itchy now just thinking about it.
Yeah. You basically have to like bag it up and quarantine it and get someone to like a pest controller, I guess, to deal with it, because I don't even know what you do. So we've got another one.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, let's have a look at this together. You've not seen this one, so I just want to see like Chelsea's better reaction to it.
So this one is the WTF. Is this? Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look.
Yeah, there's a swear word in this.
Yeah.
This comes from r/PC Master Race. Username Fresh Heat. WTF is this?
I mean, that's a very, very fitting title. Oh. It's where you can see like the IO, where the IO shield would be. That section. It's so gory.
It's really messed up. I think it's real. I don't know why it exists.
They've got the PSU out the butt.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So clearly this is like a stuffed beaver.
Yeah, it's definitely a taxidermy beaver of some sort that has been turned into a PC. To put it like that. But Jesus.
It says rate the setup. What would you rate that, Chelsea?
I mean, he's getting a 10 out of 10 from me.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 for the
Creativity.
beaver.
Imagine seeing that Computex. I'd have been like, yes, please.
You're like
for
loving
real.
the new case.
Yeah.
Beaver case. Bro died for our sins.
I can't imagine it's got great airflow. That's one thing I'm looking at it with. Like
apparently it's
10.
old. It's from 15 years ago.
Oh, so it doesn't need great airflow.
Yeah. Old hardware. A legendary case mod from 15 years ago.
That's absolutely crazy. I've never seen it. It's very unique. I can't say I would ever imagine to have seen that. When we was looking at these horror stories, I was imagining, burnt things, melted things, bugs even, like you think, but not an actual beaver that has been stuffed and turned into a PC.
Yeah.
He's cute though.
He is cute.
I'll give him that.
He's cute. He's got like a fan in his back. But you're right about the cooling. I'm sure the hardware would almost certainly overheat.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
That is great. Yeah. Should we move on to the next one? We've got another one.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is in r/cursed_PC_builds from Joseph Stalin, and it just reads beans.
So is that in his like cooler? Is he using it as a cooler liquid?
Yeah, so it's a custom water cooling loop like we've got in the system behind us. And we know like Linus did the spiffing brick tea PC. Someone's taken it a step further and just filled their reservoir with beans. Do you like beans?
So
I really like
gross.
baked beans actually.
I do like baked beans. In the right mood. I can't say I like them that much that I'd want to put them in my PC.
Yeah, it's not like it's a bad PC either. Like probably this was posted 5 years ago. So at the time, like an RTX 2070 was pretty high end. And it's an EK water block and an EK reservoir, a radiator. It's actually quite a nice like custom water cooling loop. Ruined with beans, and it almost looks like it's been running because the tubes are like
reddish pinky.
Yeah, they're reddish orange.
It looks like
colour.
they have had the bean juice going through.
Yeah.
And if you look in that reservoir as well, like the beans are looking pretty dry up top. It looks like they have sucked all the juice out of them.
The dry beans.
What goes through some people's brains?
Oh, I know. I love that one. And then we've got one final one.
Beans and the beaver, honestly, just. So shocking.
Were you expecting that?
Neither.
No, okay.
At all.
That's good. That's what I wanted. And then we have Cursed PC Builds, and this comes from Slovage, I think the name is. The 15-fan PC for shiz and gigs to keep my PC cold using an aero technique called delta fanning. Stacking a reverse blade fan with a forward fan to stack static pressure, keeping my old PC cool. I even have RAM coolers. This was only posted 10 months ago.
Oh, no.
So it's an older system for sure. You can kind of tell from like the case.
Probably needs the extra fans then.
Yeah, the graphics card's RTX card though, so it's not that old. And it's got like what looks like an MSI all-in-one cooler, I think, and then like some sort of Asus Hero Maximus motherboard. But yeah, there's a lot of fans where there shouldn't be fans. Why I added this one was because the cables.
Yeah, it looks like an absolute state just to start with,
and also the RAM cooling is quite cursed. I think it's just like cable tied to the top of the RAM.
Yeah, I'm just seeing cable ties and cables literally everywhere.
Yeah.
I've just never seen such a mess.
One of the comments is, what is the specs of this abomination of airflow? So it's a 4790K, which is like an older i7 Intel processor, overclocked to 4.8 gigahertz, an RTX 3080, and also added an RTX 3050 for some frame generation and AI scaling. So maybe 2 graphics cards are now in that monstrosity.
It's just like a bit of a tumor of a PC. There's just bits and bobs growing out of everywhere, just stuffed in.
Yeah, the cables are definitely an abomination. But yeah, it's a brilliant subreddit. I highly recommend anyone like at home wants to see some cursed PC builds. So there's a lot on there. A lot of them reshared older posts, which is quite nice because they're collected together in a wonderful cursed subreddit. But yeah, I just felt like I had to kind of like share that one with you.
Yeah, that was good.
Our final kind of topic to round off today's podcast is I think we should talk about spooky games and horror games and like scary, all that good scary stuff. So I kind of picked out Resident Evil Requiem, which is coming out. It's going to be known as Resident Evil 9, basically. Mm-hmm. That's coming out in February next year. So 27th of February next year, that one's launching.
Not long.
Do you like the Resident Evil games?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I do.
Yeah.
I've only actually played number 5 personally myself.
Okay.
But I've watched bits of like number 1 and 2
Which
played.
one is that?
So number 5 is the one where you... I think it's the first one where you can actually do co-op.
Yeah.
And it's where they go to Africa, and you've got Chris and Shiva. I'm trying to think how he shouts it. But yeah, Shiva. I'm not saying it right, so please do excuse me. But yeah, they go to Africa, I'm sure, and it's just like a totally different scene. Because all the other ones have been quite cramped into like little tiny corridors and little tiny buildings. But yeah, I found it very fun.
Not more like open world?
Yeah, but, well, you're still going on a track, but it's still just like a bit more open landscapes around. You know, you're kind of going around some little villages, and then there's bits with boats, and you're getting crocodiles snap at you, and it's very fun.
Yeah,
I
you
like
make me
it a
want to
lot.
play it now. It good. I'm not a fan of horror games like at all. Requiem looks quite good if you're into being scared though, because I know a lot of the Resident Evil games are kind of like run and gun. You end up like doing a lot more like shooting. It's a bit more like action and stuff with some like scary story bits added in. But Requiem is kind of going back to like a traditional horror game where you don't really have weapons. You're kind of sneaking. It's meant to like really scare you in a different way.
More in the suspense term.
Yeah, like a typical horror game where it's a lot more like suspense and less action and things. And you're maybe like very unprepared. You got to do like a lot of hide and seek. And it takes everyone back to the original like Raccoon City as well.
Nice.
Which is like obviously the original exciting. Like what we call like the epicenter of everything. So it does actually look really good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I do. I like the films, but I've never really played any of the games.
Bit of scaredy cat.
Yeah, too scary for me. So here's some, because I thought maybe we could talk about like what we find as like our favorite games. So the games that I played that like I would consider to be horrors. Until Dawn is the most typical traditional one, where you have the really creepy like storyline and you have the butterfly effect where every little thing you decide, and sometimes you think you're doing a good thing, actually ends up killing like 3 of the characters later on. So it goes to show you like a really small decision, what you think is a small decision at the time can make a really big impact on the story. And I loved that. I think a lot of games don't do that. You feel like a lot of the time you'll have the same ending no matter what you do.
Exactly. Whereas that's got quite a lot of different pathways, different ways that the story can go. So it's got a lot of replayability in it as well.
Yeah.
I really liked that one.
I feel like you could do so much with it, and I did quite enjoy that, although at parts it's scary because you get like jump scared, and they do it where they sort of build the suspense so you are predicting the jump scare and it doesn't come, and then it comes at another point where you don't expect it at all, which also makes it a lot worse.
Take you by surprise.
Yeah, for sure. Dead Space I've played as well, like the first one, which there's now like a newer remastered one. I think you can try it with like better graphics and things, but I find that too scary as well.
I think Liam's just been playing the new remaster one last night, so I saw like a snippet of it. And it was one of those, I wanted to go and like get on with some things, but I'm just standing there, I was like, I'm just going to watch the intro. And then I'm standing there for like 5-10 minutes. I was like, okay, no, this looks really good. I do really want to play this now.
I think if you're into that genre, it does look, it's great. Like you're on a space station, you're being hunted. There's so much like with the sound and the audio space, I think plays a lot into it. So you've got to be very, very kind of like careful. It's great. It's like one of those real like classic ones. I put Minecraft down as well. I find Minecraft scary.
Oh, you're that much of a wuss.
Yeah, like the original Minecraft. And I think, because you're deep on a mine and you're like on your own. And like if like your torch goes out, or if you fall down a cave and you're just falling and falling and falling, there's skeletons, like the creepers where they like, do the hiss, and you just know the explosion is coming at any moment. And I think you can get jump scared quite easily as well playing Minecraft. So I put that down as well. And then like my absolute favorite is Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh, Left 4 Dead 2 is absolute classic. Like I've played so much of that. That's by far one of the best.
I really want them to make a third game. Yes. I don't think they ever will.
I worry that it's one of those that we need to keep it just 2, because a lot of games start to... I feel like number 3 is always a risky, whether it comes to films or games. Yeah. But number 3 always seems to start going downhill a bit.
Yeah.
And you're like
dragging it out.
Yeah, like perhaps I'd be happy for them to do a remaster, because just we can get some fresher graphics and stuff. But I think maybe that one, as much as I do want it, I'm scared of the number 3 curse. Like number 3, if they go past
Valve
3,
just keep away from 3.
Oh, do they actually?
Yeah, because there's no Half-Life 3. That everyone keeps asking for.
See, they know this curse.
Yeah, they just seem to keep away from number 3. Is it Portal as well? They've not made a Portal 3. They just seem to like keep away from 3 for some reason. So I don't know whether we'll ever get anything.
Great minds think
I'd
alike.
love to see like even like a remastered version.
Yes, no, that's what I would like.
Because like obviously there is mods and things I think you can do to help improve that side of things, but it's a really good game, and you can play it with friends.
Yes,
and you got like the teamwork aspect. You can play it online with people if you want to, and also in Left 4 Dead 2 you can play as the like zombie.
Yeah, the
thing.
infected.
Yeah, infected.
Yeah.
That's it. And you can attack your friends, which is great fun.
That was such a good, because obviously I played so much number 1 as well.
Yeah.
So then when number 2 come out and we found out that you could actually play as the zombies as well, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is everything I've ever wanted.
What was your favourite to play? I love the hunter where you can just like jump on people.
Yeah.
Or the boomer's kind of fun.
I was thinking the boomer as well. Yeah, the boomer's.
Vomit.
Yeah, that is very fun. Maybe the jockey. I think.
Yeah?
I think jockey, just because it does just run and.
It's satisfying if you can pull them into like something.
Yeah, like you kind of drag them off, and it's just. I like that battle between the two of you. It's quite fun.
It's a good game. I really enjoy that. What's like your favourite?
My favourite spooky games.
Or any suggestions for people to play?
Yeah, let's have a think. So yeah, definitely Resident Evil 5. Like I love that so much. Trying to think now.
I put you on the spot a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I haven't had my answers prepared here. So not majorly spooky, but it's in a spooky setting. It's a little cozy game, literally called Cozy Grove. It's probably like one of the coziest games I've played in terms of like some cozy games, like Stardew Valley is cozy. Come on now, we know that's not cozy. I started off thinking that was cozy and it's just stress. Whereas this one, there's no stress. You're just kind of going around. So you're like a camp counselor investigating around this island, and you've got to like, you'll speak to some of the residents there who are spirits. And then they're like, oh, can you go and find, I don't know, 20 leaves or whatever the thing is they're asking for. So it's a bit of like a hide and seek sort of game. You're going and finding and collecting all the things that they want, bring it back, and then it'll like bloom and make that whole area of the map all in color. And you can like, then they become a shopkeeper or whatever it is. And it's like you slowly but surely uncover the map and different features by doing these little tasks.
Yeah.
It's just like a slow, steady little investigating, and the characters are really nice and whimsical, and yeah. But like you say, they're all spirits and it's kind of a little bit spooky. In terms of actually horror games, though, I'm trying to think of any that I've played recently. As for someone who loves horror films, I haven't played a whole lot of horror games, if I'm honest. Like, apart from the ones we grew up on, and like your Resis and your Left 4 Dead and stuff, and your zombies and things like that. But generally, like, I've not even played Silent Hill. I don't know what I'm playing at.
No, I've not.
Like,
Yeah.
that is so up my street.
Too scary for me.
Yeah. The Last of Us I need to play as well. I think I'll turn this, because I've not played as many horror games as I'd like. So I'm going to turn this into ones that I definitely must play.
Yeah.
And yeah, Silent Hill need to play, and
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us is great. The TV series is amazing.
Well, me and Liam are both saying at the moment we don't want to watch the TV series till we've played the game, because we want to experience it.
I feel, because I've not really
the game.
I actually prefer to watch people play horror games.
Yes.
Than I do to play them myself. So I've watched like an entire Let's Play of the entire of The Last of Us, not played it myself.
Yeah.
I'd find it too scary. It's not for me.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy watching people get scared by horror games. So I'll watch a streamer like playing something, and if I was playing it myself, I'd be terrified. But watching them play it, it takes you back a little bit. I feel like I'm a little bit safer, and I can like enjoy their reaction and enjoy the scariness and the storyline of the game, but not actually be scared myself.
Yeah.
And I've watched the full playthrough of like The Last of Us. I think you can still enjoy the TV series without playing the game.
No, but like we both want to experience the scares ourselves.
That's
right. Like we're the opposite of you. Like we're the ones who want to be like, oh my god, and so shocked by
not
discovering
know what's
it.
coming.
Yeah.
It would ruin the storyline for sure if you watched the TV series.
So I think we want to do it that way first. But both of us just have such a list of games we need to play at the moment. So yeah,
there's like Alan Wake and stuff as well.
Yeah, I don't actually know what the vibe is. I've heard the name Alan Wake, but I don't actually know what the games are like at all.
It's quite like spooky, but it's sort of like a bit of a shooter and stuff as well, and like investigation kind of. I think it's got like a bit of a storyline and stuff going on. It's it looks quite good, but once again, it's not
too scary for you.
Too scary for me. Too scary. I'm not good with like scary games, but I've seen like a lot of people streaming one where you can't make a noise. It's called like Don't Scream. That looks quite good, where the monster hunts you, and it uses like some sort of AI, I think. So the longer like you're hiding in the same place as well, the computer starts to tell it where you are, so it can find you more easily. And if you make any sort of noise on your microphone, it just comes and kills you.
That's so scary. Reminds me of like in Repo, because that's got like the proximity chat thing. Yeah. And like, you know, you're running around with your mates having a really fun, silly time, and then you see a spooky monster and you've got to just quickly hide. Yeah. If you hear everyone go silent all of a sudden, you're like, oh no, like what is happening? So Repo, I guess, is a bit of a spooky game.
Yeah, for sure.
Played lots of Repo. But yeah, when you've got to hide, and obviously because when you're playing with your mates, like you just want to laugh, you just want to like, I don't know, because you've got to be quiet, it makes you want to not be quiet even more. So it's, really fun. And yeah, if they hear you, the monsters will just come and completely destroy you.
But that's a good one for the chat anyway. If you guys have any suggestions of like horror titles, me and Chelsea are going to try and do a live stream where we play Five Nights at Freddy's. So yeah, definitely look out for that one, which will be coming more towards the end of the month. I think like close to Halloween we're going to do that one. Hopefully it goes well. I'm sure I'll just be terrified the whole time, but we'll just like pass the controller back and forth, I think, when we die, and have good fun playing that one. But that's like a real classic. And you've seen the film for that one?
Yes, I've seen the film for that. I've seen bits of it we played as well, so yeah, I'm quite intrigued.
It's a popular one to stream, isn't it? So
although we did find out we've got about 14 or 11 versions of this game. I thought it was something that come about the last few years, but so we'll have to find which one it is.
Maybe
the classic.
Yeah, the traditional first one, or what everyone thinks is like the best one. We can stream that one. But
sounds good.
Thank you very much to everyone who joined us for the podcast. I had a great time chatting to Chelsea about everything. We've been over like spooky PCs, horror stories from the tech department, some of the top games and everything. It's been really good.
It's my favourite time. Yeah. All the spooky stuff for me.
Yeah, this is like Chelsea's season and like the spooky time. Remember to answer these questions in the comments, guys. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next one.
Bye.